one of history's greatest military strategists was defeated by snack expectations and fuzzy creatures that have four incisors that constantly grow.
Now that's a bad bunny.
True false round?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, friends, here's how this goes. Bethy's going to give us 5. Count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, notice, Michael, that I knew how to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It wasn't like 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 or anything like that.
Yeah, it's true.
Anybody who's followed Mike's channel knows what I'm referencing right there.
Yes. Some people do. There's a lot of functional illiteracy going on out there.
There is.
Sesame Street failed some people.
Brought to you by the number 7030. What?
It's the number B. It's the number B.
It's 11-8.
Yes. All right. So anyways, true, false round.
Yes.
5 questions. We get 3 minutes for Beth to tell us what it is and for us to debate it and decide whether or not it's true or false. It's wacky. It's wild.
And you guys are usually done way before 3 minutes.
Not always,
and then
but
we
sometimes.
just banter.
But let's find out. Ready?
Yeah.
Question 1.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're wasting our time now.
Okay. Shh. At one point in history, there were 3 rival popes claiming authority at the same time.
Yeah, I think that's true, although it might not have been 3. It might have been like 3-ditty. 3-ditty's a number, right, Michael?
Texas with a $sign.
Exactly. No, I seem to recall that there was at least one point in history where there was some debate and discussion over who was running the show. I don't remember the names, but I seem to recall it being a thing. I just don't remember it was 3, but it's plausible enough to believe that it was 3. And it's also plausible enough based on the discussion we had the other day that the other 2 were killed, buried, rose again,
brought back from the dead and excommunicated for daring to speak against the church.
Excommunicated, killed, burned, and shot into space with rockets that they found from like the ancient Egyptians or the Anunnaki or somebody.
Yes.
I don't know. Michael?
I don't claim to be the most religiously savvy individual here. That said, I would say that sounds very true. There's doesn't really sound that made up. I could certainly see that happening. If you said maybe it was 2 popes and a drunken moose, I would say it's absolutely 100% true.
2 popes and a moose walk into a bar. Which we know now is plausible because we know that moose drink.
And the moose tried to be responsible and take a nap and ended up dead, and the other 2 were just fine.
And
that's the joke.
Covered it up.
Yes.
That's the joke. It's a joke. No, but really, no, I do. I think it's true. I could see a divided church. I mean, we kind of have seen. Not necessarily 3 popes, but we have seen some dissension within the church, especially in the Catholic Church over the last 30 years regarding some modern social issues. So I could see it. I think it's true.
Yeah, I mean, there's always factions that break off and have different beliefs and whatnot. That's true now. So, all right, I think we're locked in on true, and I don't think we need more time.
Okay, the answer is true. During the Western Schism, 1378 through 1417, competing factions of the Catholic Church recognized different papal claimants. Attempts to resolve the divide led to a 3rd pope being appointed during the Council of Constance. And then finally, the church unified under Pope Martin V.
Martin?
A pope.
No, there was a Martin.
Another pope.
Martin.
A 3rd pope. And the Batman symbol.
Yeah.
Good reference.
The 2 rival popes there was one in Rome and one in Avignon. and a council tried to fix it, and then
By making another one.
and accidentally created a third one because the other two wouldn't step down.
That's
accidentally.
That's government efficiency right there.
So for a time,
I've got some bad news. I've accidentally created a pope.
So
a
for
what?
time,
Did you
yeah,
flush it? No, a pope, sir. A pope.
So yeah, for a time there were actually 3 men simultaneously running around claiming to be the true one and only pope.
Wow. Well,
Okay.
that always works out well.
Yes.
All right. None of that surprises me.
It didn't surprise. It really did not shock me at all.
Why is this being weird tonight? No, I don't want it full screen.
Whoa. That's.
There we go. Okay.
I got jump scared by the clock.
Well, my timer, I think, we had the problem this morning on the pre-show with things going weird. I think there's a bad Chrome update because all of a sudden my timer lost like its control mechanisms, but now it's back. So, I don't know.
Weird.
I don't get it. Maybe I'm not meant to get it.
Was there a seance involved?
Oh, undoubtedly. There's always a seance.
That was from a previous show.
All right. Question 2?
Yes.
Go.
Napoleon Bonaparte, I think you both know who he is, one of history's greatest military commanders, was forced to retreat from a battlefield because he was overrun by an attacking army of rabbits.
Well, the rabbits would have been taller than him. So it's
I was just
plausible.
going to say, yeah.
Though he would have been taller than our quarterback here in Arizona. There's that.
Napoleon Murray. Yes. That's another pre-show discussion we had there.
Dude's like 2'4".
Yeah.
Wonder
Wonder why he's never won anything.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
You guys are oddly quiet on this one. Okay.
I'm trying to factor in our vast experience that we have with rabbits, and I could see rabbits overrunning an army if you have the right rabbits, not the timid wild ones, like the domesticated beasts that we have that will destroy you. You remember, like Floppy, you still have a scar on your arm from her.
Oh, I do. Yeah, it looks like a shark bite.
Yeah, well, that's because she did. She latched on and wouldn't let go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
So didn't we have a rule that if it was from the past and it was ridiculous, it was true?
That's true, but this is not from the 16th century.
Oh, is that the rule?
Yeah, or like 17. Well, the 17th century earlier. So this is like
Napoleon was
19th century.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's still kind of it's rule. It's like adjacent to the rule. So I'm gonna have to lean with true just because it's rule adjacent. It's not directly into it, but look, Napoleon. Yeah, you know what? I could see that. I mean, and he's French, so he probably saw a rabbit and decided to retreat. I mean, but that was back when the French actually weren't a bunch of cowards. But no, I would say it's true.
Well, he might have to retreat just for safety because rabbit poo are like these little round pellets, and if you get enough of those on the ground, it's like, you're slipping on Steelies or something.
It's just like
They're
dropped a
not
bunch
slippery. They're dry.
marbles or caltrops. That'll show you.
It's not a safe situation.
Retreat. Yeah.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say true on this. It sounds ridiculous enough that
Totally ridiculous.
that it just needs to be true.
So ridiculous, it has to be true.
Make it true even if it's false.
It actually is true. During an 1807 celebratory hunting event, domesticated rabbits, good job, Dan,
There we go.
accustomed to being fed, swarmed Napoleon and his party. Instead of fleeing, they climbed his legs and coat until he was forced to retreat into his carriage. Apparently, they
Rabbit
came in
season!
swarms. They came in literal swarms because they were domesticated, and domesticated rabbits see humans and think, oh God, thank you, the food has arrived. So it was a bunny swarm. Our one of history's greatest military strategists was defeated by snack expectations and fuzzy creatures that have foreign incisors that constantly grow.
Now that's a bad bunny.
That is a bad bunny. Imperial bunny swarm.
See, I told you it had to be domesticated. I did call that one
You
right.
did.
I could not see that happening with a wild rabbit because they're in prey mode, so they're gonna run.
Yeah.
But domesticated rabbits don't know no better, none know how.
Yep.
Nope. Interesting. All right. Question 3?
Yeah.
Go.
Although babies grow in size, the number of bones in the human body remains the same from birth to adulthood.
False.
False.
Kneecaps.
I know. I've read.
Don't have kneecaps.
Yeah, I think you start out with, I can't remember the numbers, but I mean, obviously you have 206 bones, but yeah, no, not as an infant. That's one of those tricky questions, but yeah, I think that is false. In fact, I'm very certain it is.
Who do you think has more, babies or adults?
Adults.
You think adults have more bones than babies? That's what you're saying?
Well, I don't know.
That wasn't the direct question, but I'm just curious.
Well, for that to be the case, we'd have to have bones that start out separate and then fuse into like larger bones.
Which kind of sounds like that's what would happen.
I
just know it's not the same, but I don't. Because I remember this in like a bar trivia or something at some point, but I just don't remember the specifics on that.
So here's I to a certain extent it would depend on how you count though, because with the skull you've got the soft spot because you've got pieces of it that haven't formed into one solid skull yet.
Yeah.
So that's a factor too. So it might very well be true that by a couple, infants have more bones if you're counting those skull pieces separately, but then you subtract out the 2 kneecaps.
So the actual question is, although babies grow in size, the number of bones in the human body remains the same from birth to adulthood.
Yeah, I still think that's false.
Okay.
I do too.
Yeah, Michael? Do we need more time?
I don't think so.
Okay.
All right, go.
Babies are born with around 270 bones, which fuse together during development, and most adults have 206 bones. Many of the extra bones are in the skull, spine, and growth plates, which fuse as we develop.
Okay, so I was right on the skull thing.
But it's quite a bit. That was the part that surprised me. I mean, that's a difference of 64 bones. That's a lot.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of fusing going on in the spine.
Yeah, I knew about the growth plates and stuff. But yeah, the the spine, that's interesting too. Yeah. It's an educational show. Damn it.
Yes.
I told you might learn something. And you just might learn something along the way.
Hate when that happens.
Ready?
We on 3 or 4 now?
We're on 4.
Hey. Oh.
Go.
The mantis shrimp's claw strikes with the acceleration of a .22 caliber bullet, powerful enough to crack aquarium glass.
Yes. I believe that to be true. Some of these little suckers are just vicious.
The same power as a bullet, though?
Yeah. I would buy into that.
Okay. What do you think, Michael?
I mean, the ocean is a messed up place.
It is.
I mean, look, Steve Irwin got killed by one of those barbs. Just got him right in the heart. And it takes some force to do that. So, I mean, yeah, nature is mean. I mean, you go to Australia, everything there tries to kill you. They have birds bigger than people. They have spiders the size of a dinner plate. They have everything there that, I mean, if
Kangaroos are crazy.
the eastern brown snake is like 15 feet long. So the bottom line is I totally believe that the strength of or the speed, faster than a speeding bullet. I mean, it really is, or at least as powerful as one. Because yeah, I would totally believe that. That seems 100% true.
Yeah, no, the
My light went out.
people are always like,
again.
nature's so beautiful and so calm, and so no, nature's trying to kill you at all times. Even the trees are trying to kill each other because they're all competing for resources, and it's no different. But the ocean especially is a nasty, nasty place. It tries to kill you in a million different ways, and I believe. Yeah, it could be that you've given us the wrong creature, but I do seem to recall something that was strong enough to break through aquarium glass. So that doesn't surprise me at all. I think that's true. We good, Michael?
Yes.
Okay. You guys are getting good at this. I need to amp it up. It is true. Mantis shrimp can accelerate their claws at speeds comparable to a .22 caliber bullet, generating cavitation shock waves strong enough to crack glass and stun prey instantly. Here's the interesting part. There's two main types of mantis shrimp. There's smashers and spears. We were specifically talking about the smashers. And when they ambush their predators, by the way, these little guys are small. They're 10 inches absolutely tops. They have this like claw thing that comes out, and the strike speed is about 50 miles per hour, which is just insane. But it creates these cavitation bubbles, and then the bubbles collapse and form a secondary shock wave that also hits the prey that could kill them. And if that isn't enough, because it's so fast, it actually creates light and heat.
So it cooks their prey too. So they've made dinner.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow. They're little microwaves.
Yeah.
Nature's a bitch, man.
It is. Those things are
Yeah.
scary.
Damn, nature. You're scary.
But are they good eating?
I don't know. They look like a cross between a centipede and a lobster, but make it colorful.
Ooh, that sounds like a pretty yummy sea bug.
Yeah, it's definitely a sea bug.
All right, interesting. Number 5, are we on now?
Number 5.
Go.
The U.S. Air Force used 8-inch floppy disks for nuclear missile launch systems until they were phased out in the 1980s.
I say false because I'm willing to bet they're still using them because it's the government.
Well, I know part of that is true. I don't know if they've been totally phased out. So, yeah, I would say the premise of the question is true, except for the part where you say phased out in the 1980s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because we are still using, I think and I'm serious about this. I think that Social Security, like the system was built on Fortran or so, and it's still used that way. I mean, we still are running the same system that was built in like 1978 or something.
Yep.
So
no, half the government runs on COBOL and Fortran.
Yeah. So this is one of those where the premise is true. Just the 1980s part, I think, is false.
Yeah.
So I would
need to debate that one anymore.
So yeah, I would say overall false.
Yeah, I think we're false.
You guys are getting way too good. It is false. As of the 2016 GAO report, the U.S. Nuclear Command Center was still using 8-inch floppy disks in operational workflow. It's because there's no internet connection, so there's no chance of remote intrusion from hackers. Because the format is so old, it actually makes it harder to infiltrate it, even if you could get within proximity of it. And in order to get physical proximity, you'd have to have clearance and facility access, yada yada.
Would you like to play a game?
Yeah.
Well, we also
Yeah.
have 11 billion silos.
Yeah.
So all of that upgrading would cost a penny or two. We might have to up our taxes again.
Yep.
Mm.
So yeah, you guys are way too good at this. I thought I had some really hard ones in
Did
there.
we get any of them wrong tonight?
No.
Not tonight, no.
No.
Yay! Up your game, woman.
I was up all night doing this, man.
Well, that last one, I was like, I don't think I mean, we're still on Fortran for Social Security, so I'm pretty sure this is, we're still running that stuff. I mean, every movie.
I was in college and I had CDRWs. So the fact that they're still using a floppy disk, I mean, somebody from accounting could sit on the thing or spill coffee on it, and then what happens?
3 Mile Island.
Fair. I guarantee you there's still running systems that are programmed with punch cards.
Yeah. No, I mean, seriously, 3 Mile Island was caused, I thought, by somebody spilling a Pepsi on the console. Things like that happen. So the floppy disks. Ah, man.
And see, now it goes back to that whole conspiracy theory thing. Maybe this feeds into why some people just don't trust the government.
Because they're still using 8-inch floppies?
They're playing Oregon Trail in a missile silo.
Yeah. I mean, everybody is like, yay, AI, and we're putting all this money and technology into infrastructure. And then at the same time, things like our nukes that could decimate the entire world are still run on very ancient technology. It's a very weird world out there.
But you could also argue that it doesn't matter because, as Michael pointed out in the last show, there was that whole alien admission that happened like during COVID. Like, oh yeah, we've seen them, right?
Yeah.
You did say that, right, Michael?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
We talked about it.
Well, one of the beliefs out there is that the reason that we haven't had nuclear war is that they're the ones who shut stuff down.
Oh. Okay.
And we have seen instances where silos and stuff have like gone dark, where stuff stops working. Now, it could just be that somebody spilled their Pepsi on the 8-inch floppy. That could also be the case.
Yeah.
But
Well,
anyways.
yeah. Or because they have a bunch of people like millennials or, Gen Zs or whatever. What? How the hell do I work this, man? Like, dude, I don't get it. Like, what is this?
That'd be a weird job.
They have
to
no
get trained
idea.
for, that's for sure.
Yeah.
They think it's an LP and
Yeah.
put it on there and start scratching it.
Check out my remix, bro.
Right next to the dot matrix printer.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for watching. In the Blind is a news show for Mike and me, and we'd really love it if you could hit the subscribe button, do a thumbs up, leave a comment. All of those things really help this channel get found by other people, so we'd really appreciate the support. Thanks so much.